Hey everybody,
Oh,
how's it going? Welcome back to our channel. For the one subscriber we have, bless you. We're hoping to
that's
get
right.
you.
I'm about to put in my 2 weeks notice to resign. That money's rolling. I can smell it.
I mean, I'm basically already out the door,
Oh man.
Just kidding. I'm 100% still in.
Yeah, we broke as fuck.
Yeah, no, we need our jobs. um, well, this is my dad,
And this is my kid, and we are.
Comic and Other Cons. And basically, for those of you who are new to this channel or this video, if you are, you should like and subscribe. There are buttons somewhere at the bottom. I know most people who do this professionally know exactly where it is. It's somewhere at the bottom of the screen. Just click on it. It's red. It says subscribe. Basically, what we do is we just talk about all things kind of nerdy. So comic books, sci-fi, fantasy. We're starting off this episode. It's going to be a little baby episode because we're just going to talk about the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. We know we're late. I'm sure people who do this professionally dropped their videos three seconds after the trailer came out. But as I said, we got bills and shit to pay, so we have to go to work. So we're doing it now. We don't care. So basically, this trailer, there was a lot to it in terms of the movie, and there was a lot that was revealed in it. So it starts off with MJ and Peter on the roof, and they're reading a newspaper because now the world knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. For those of you who are living under a large rock, his identity was revealed at the end of his last movie right after Infinity War came out, before a pandemic shut the world down. And so they're on top of this roof and they're reading the newspaper, and now the world knows that it's him. J. Jonah Jameson makes a little appearance with his voice. I'm very excited that this is happening.
That's my man, J. Jonah Jameson. That's my man.
And the fact that this is coming out at Christmas means that I now have permission to give people Christmas meat.
What I see that if I say that, then it's something different.
No, you are not allowed to say that.
Yeah, what I'm hoping for is that they get permission, and the next time he does a farmer's insurance commercial, that he can do it in the J. Jonah Jameson outfit.
I don't know that farmers makes that kind of money to pay,
but they will.
Maybe,
but they will.
Yeah, because he's J. Jonah.
Yes.
Okay. So as they go through this, Peter then gets arrested because they felt like he was the one that murdered Mysterio. I mean, it's not looking good for Peter. They were his drones, so that's not a good look.
When it's your shit that did it, and Peter was like, "Yeah, it's your drones." Oh yeah, God damn it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So he's rocking a hard place for him. And he feels bad because it is affecting other people's lives, like his best friend, his aunt, and his girlfriend. So he seeks out Doctor Strange. They have a very interesting little moment in this trailer because he keeps calling him sir, like to be polite. And Strange is like, you know what? We battled basically all of the universe to save the rest of the universe. You don't have to call me sir. So he says, oh, Steven. And that also made him uncomfortable. But he was going to move past that.
I'm Peter, by the way.
Right. I'm Doctor Strange.
Oh, using made up names, huh? Well, then I am Spider-Man.
So he asks Strange essentially to cast a spell to help everybody forget that he's Spider-Man, that his identity was revealed. Wong.
And what could go wrong with that, right? I mean, what could go wrong with that?
I mean, I just kind of feel like every movie where we mess with something in time, or people's memories, like Harry Potter, I don't know. There's a lot. We'll come back to that. So, of course, Wong, being Wong, on his way out for vacation, tells Steven not to cast whatever the spell is. And Strange does it anyway, because it's strange.
Well, I want to jump in right there. I gather that we will get an understanding of, I don't know, why the sanctum was frozen over. Why did it look like the Ice Age? Doctor Strange with the the down coat, down jacket on.
Pretty sure he had like snow boots on too.
With the college hoodie, as well as the cape. I mean, so Wong was getting out of town. He was getting out of Dodge. He had his bags, shit. He had opened up a portal. He's going to like sunny Miami or something. So something has occurred, but we don't really know what has occurred. But something has definitely occurred because everything's all snowed in.
Right. The little gold sparkly thingies.
Yes.
So anyway, Strange decides to do it, and he starts casting the spell, and Peter won't shut the fuck up. And so he keeps like messing up the spell while Strange is trying to cast it, because he's like, oh wait, no, but I want these people to remember. And then like, what about this person? And oh, I think this person, and he keeps trying to tell him to be quiet. And he doesn't listen. So I don't know if that jacked the spell up in some way, because of course they didn't reveal that. I'm assuming it did, and that's how all the parallels and the Inception situation with the train and the city.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with that shit. So.
You know, right? The city was flying in another movie, and now the city is sinking. I don't know.
But you know, Doctor Strange in the Sanctorum reminded me of a lot of Black people come this winter. They ain't pay their gas bill. Their house gonna look just like that this winter. Thanks, COVID, you son of a bitch. Go ahead. COVID.
So after all that happens, then they realize that there's all the issues, I guess, with the multiverse, the reality, and so basically Strange and Peter are trying to figure out what happened. And then there are the fun guest appearances. So we don't actually see Electro, but we see the scene where the very bright yellow lightning strikes. And so we have a sneaky suspicion that it's Electro. We're hoping that even though Jamie Foxx is reprising the role, that it will be better.
Yeah, Jamie, please don't do what you did the last time. Please. Kevin.
Rope him in.
Yes, please, rein him. Oh, you got to be quicker, Jamie. Please, don't do that. Just don't do the MCU like that.
Yeah, no.
But yes, and that I suspect that electrical arcing coming down was Electro. And that they use the yellow type electric special effects more like close to like in the movies, as opposed to the blue light that he used in the other Spider-Man.
Right. And then we don't see the Green Goblin. We just hear his evil laugh, which God bless Willem Dafoe. He has that laugh down packed. And then we see his little goblin bomb show up, and it blows up, I think, in the middle of a bridge. And then Doc Ock shows up on that bridge, and he looks really young, and not in a good way.
Yeah, he looks like if that kid from Spy Kids got older and was still into goth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know why they had to make him, younger, because he's coming out of whatever, multiverse area that he's in, and there he still looks like this. So I get it. I don't know. It looks strange, pun intended.
It's funny you said strange, because Steven looks off. For most of the video, he doesn't look like the Doctor Strange that I remember. His hair looks a little different. In fact, when we first see him and Peter's there, if I didn't know better, I swear that you could just easily take J. Jonah Jameson's face, cut it out, and patch it over Doctor Strange. All he needed was that little cigar lit in, because Steven's hair was I don't know what, it just looked like it had a iron, not a flat iron, but an actual iron like over it. It just looked different.
It comes back to its normal self when he hits Peter,
but
it separates them, and the little S curl comes popping back out.
he'd been through some shit in that trailer. I don't know what happened.
I mean, maybe he just didn't like how his hair turned out after he was doing all the stuff with the 14 million. You know, it just was a lot, so he needed the extra strength hair gel.
He was using that pomade. That's what he been using. So
I think he might have just been using the tar that they used to pave the streets in New York City.
it's very possible.
I mean, the stuff is strong.
Whew.
I mean, it's strong for hair. I don't know that it's strong for the city, considering when I lived there and I drove over the streets, there were 1,000 potholes. So who knows? So we get to see the villains that come from the Tobey Maguire universe. And I think Electro is from The Amazing Spider-Man. Jamie Foxx was in that one, right? I don't think he was in Tobey Maguire's.
Yeah, he wasn't in the Tobey.
So we have some villains from each of them, and it's supposed to be an understanding that Tobey Maguire and The Amazing Spider-Man, that they are going to make an appearance in this, and that's how the multiverse for Spider-Man will explode.
So this is, I guess we can call this Into the Spider-Verse, the live version.
Yeah.
And we loved Into the Spider-Verse, by the way.
We did.
Ooh,
really
yummy all night.
We really did. That was probably, of all of the Spider-Man that Sony made, that was their best one by far.
Agreed.
Hands down.
Agreed.
So we have a couple questions. You know, we kind of mentioned it, like, why is it cold and snowy in the sanctum? When do we get to see a trailer or a teaser where the other Spider-Men do make an appearance? Because I'm anxious to kind of know what they look like at this point. Like,
I think they're giving us just enough to whet the appetite, and probably just before it drops, probably I'd imagine a couple of weeks before it drops, we will see all three Spider-Men in frame. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if they are, and I'm pretty sure that they are setting up to either bring in this movie, or by the end of this movie, going into the next, the Sinister Six.
oh yeah.
Based on the villains that they have. So it is possible that they're laying that groundwork. And we can only hope and pray that they are. I'm getting moist like Duncan Hines just thinking about it.
So this is basically, oh God. All right. So this is our kind of viewpoint on it. It was a very good trailer. We're very excited. When others drop, we'll kind of give more opinions on, you know, the new stuff that pops up. It looks really good. We're glad that Aunt May came back as Aunt May. I don't know.
I hope she gets.
Happy-
I hope she
Happy
gets
makes
another
an
what
appearance.
the fuck moment. I hope
No,
she gets
true.
another one of those.
I don't
Because
think
Happy's in there, so
he is,
I don't know.
but I don't think that that's happening.
Yeah, they broke up though, didn't they? Oh, poor Happy.
Because Happy got
Oh.
attached, and she was like, "No, I'm not that."
Yeah, poor Happy. That poor bastard.
I mean, he just needs to worry about people in the security badges. You don't know.
But the question is, did she hopper him, or did he get a little bit?
No, I think he was Hopper.
Oh man, because Hopper wasn't getting no ass.
I mean, look,
Yeah.
look at her. Look, I mean,
Poor Happy. He ain't happy. He can't be happy because Aunt May is hot as shit.
So here's what else I want to know, and I hope that it's brought up in the movie, and this is just my last little point. Flash, that asshole. He had a lot to say about Peter, but he was like in love with Spider-Man. And I'm dying to know what he looks like now that he knows that the person he always made fun of could have also kicked his ass, and also is his favorite person, because he's like, basically I'm pretty sure he would marry Spider-Man.
And will they be able to also bring in Osborn's son?
Oh yeah, I didn't see him on the IMDb page, but
yeah.
maybe
is it just going to be the father, or will it be the son as well?
Right.
Harry as well. So, but it'll be interesting. But you know, I'm here to represent. So of course I got my Spider-Man Invicta Sub Aqua Noma 6 on, you know, because I love me some Spider-Man, you know. So
I don't have a Spider-Man watch, but I do have The Amazing Spider-Man poster in the back, which was a calendar that was given to me as a gift by my dad. So
Oh, he tries.
he does.
Dad, I try. Well, you know, it's a gamble, you know.
No, they're the same person. Please don't let him think, no, they're one and the same.
I'd imagine that the moral of this trailer is when performing a spell
Shut the fuck up.
or we fuck up the multiverse.
Right.
Yes, just, you know, Peter had a bad habit of not being able to be quiet.
Right, when he was fighting Thanos.
Yeah,
Super
just
cute.
talking too much.
Yes,
just
be quiet.
Just let the Doctor Strange do his thing.
Right.
You know, but he couldn't. He couldn't be quiet then. He couldn't be quiet about giving up information.
Right.
For Marvel, they always had to cut him off. So there you go.
So that is our viewpoint on Spider-Man No Way Home, the first trailer teaser. We will make comments on the next ones. They will probably be late. Just fucking deal with it.
Deal with it.
So until next time, and we will be posting up new content pretty soon because we've had a couple episodes of What If that have happened. So we just got to get our shit together and post those soon. So there will be some content coming up soon. Again, this is Comic and Other Cons. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Again, those buttons are somewhere on your screen. Just click on them and click on that little notification bell next to it so that way you know when the father-daughter duo pop up with a new set of content.
Yeah, and try to click on the one like this. I understand when you click on the one that looks like this, like bad shit just starts happening. It's like that spell. That's Peter clicked on this one. Look what happened to him.
Right.
He fucked up the whole multiverse. Don't do that. Don't.
We know in general it can be confusing because they look like the same thing.
They really do.
But you just want the one where the top part is up like this.
That thumb is a dick. Okay. Now, what we don't want. Nobody wants a dick like that, right? Everybody wants a dick like that. Okay. So there you go. I'm just saying, as the owner of a dick, I'm just saying we want it like that. So.
I mean, I don't want to agree with him because that's my dad, but I mean, just as like a person, I'm sure that's a true statement. So
which one do you want? Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Well, I'm Dad.
And I'm Kid. Thank you for joining us again, and we'll see you in our next video.